Okay, so today I'd like to show you a bit of how to do self-massage on your feet. So I'm going to start with the toes. I'm going to use this particular tool here, which is quite an interesting one. I forgot where I got it. It's a bit broken at the top there, but it's a nice point, similar to a chopstick, a little bit different. Let's see if I can find where to get them, put a link in or something, but I like it because you can hold it really well. So my feet have been really tight lately. Obviously I've got this fibroma kind of thing happening here for the last 10 years, and that's affecting this foot. But I'm going to start here. So you can feel that's really what I call charged. It's quite intense, quite painful. So I'm going to do some deep breathing. So I just hold that spot. So when I'm looking at, finding and getting rid of tension, I look deeper than just tension, and I look at what's causing tension. And for me, it's some sort of, I call it a charge, just to, it's like an electrical thing. Of course, it's not electrical. Oh, who's to know what it is really, but it's something that's causing tension. So this point's really important, and then I'm going to move along. So when we look at different bands and things, we've got a lot of bands starting from this point. Oh, that's intense. So I just hold the spot and breathe into it until the charge goes away. So the charge is what's creating the discomfort of the pain. The good pain is when we're working that point to our maximum ability to handle it, where we can breathe into that area and let it go. It's pretty interesting, actually, when we think about what causes tension. My training obviously is in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, so we look at a lot of the underlying energy systems. The energy is just a word we use in English. So I can hold that point as I'm moving along this band, and it's very intense, actually. I knew I needed to do some work on this, and been quite busy lately with my young son, who's 4 months old, and my daughter, 3 years old. So having 2 young children doesn't give Corey a lot of time, my wife, to work on me, and hardly any time for myself. So I've woken up pretty early, actually, this morning. Had a bit of rain in our garden too, which is nice. And I'm just holding and working along, and it's intense. It's just getting to the the core of a lot of tension that's coming up. What I call the big toe belly band, the big toe sacrum bands. So I'm holding, and then I'm moving it to get the energy that's causing tension to move. Oh. So when you're working on yourself, don't forget to breathe. Don't forget you can moan, you can groan. But the breathing's what's going to let go of that tension. Okay? And interestingly, people will say, yeah, well, we don't have muscles in the tips of our toes, which we don't. So what it shows is that it's not all about muscles. It's about moving blocked energy. That's why with acupuncture and their meridians, they go right to the tips of the toes. Shiatsu, which was one of the styles of massage I originally learned, also was about working with the body's energy systems. So in Chinese medicine, Japanese medicine, they call it the ki. Chinese medicine, it's qi. And it's the blockage in this flow of this qi or ki that causes tension. So I'm just working this band along. Fucking mosquito. I do believe in self-defense. It's the problem when we get rain. Mosquitoes. Otherwise, you can see our garden's looking very vibrant. Okay, so I'm working along this band slowly and surely, and it's not about speed, because it's about bringing awareness to an area and then working with the breath to let that go. This is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself, to find and get rid of your chronic buildup of tension and the energies underneath that create that tension. Just like I always use the analogy of a tire. You know, we can fill a tire with air. We can't necessarily see it. The air, we can't see air very well unless we're looking at wind or something, but we can't really see air. And yet if we compress air into a tire, it becomes hard. And that's what I think about tension, is that it's like a gas or subtle energy. We call air more of a subtle energy than say, the earth. Fire is like a subtle energy. It's definitely there and it's powerful. Okay, so I'm still working along this band here. And combining with a deep belly breath and just a general letting go. I call it basically having a non-judgmental frame of mind to letting go. So sometimes your body's going to want to burp to let go of the gaseous energies that are causing this tension, or you may want to sigh. You may want to scream. It may be anger that's causing your tension. You may want to cry. It may be sadness that you're holding in. So when I talk about these energies, sometimes they are emotional. And if we're to let go of the tension that's there, we need to let go of the emotion, if it's emotion that's causing it. And we don't need to analyze it too much on ourselves. We just need to have a non-judgmental frame of mind if it comes up. Because basically what I'm doing is I'm pushing this energy up and then letting it go. I'm going to move a little bit faster as I come up the band. So whatever release I've got down here is going